Welcome to our channel Eat Sleep Gamble Poker Enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the exhilarating world of Texas Hold'em, the quintessential card game that combines skill, strategy, and a whole lot of fun. Whether you're a complete beginner or looking to brush up on your poker knowledge, you're in the right place. Get ready to take your place at the table and become a Texas Hold'em pro. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more exciting poker content. So, grab your poker face and let's get started on this incredible journey through the basics of Texas Hold'em. Remember, practice makes perfect, and with our guidance, you'll be outplaying your opponents in no time. Thanks for watching. Now let's get right into it. Texas Hold'em is a card game where 2 to 10 players try to win chips or money. They use shared cards on the table combined with hidden personal cards to make their best poker hands. It's a popular and exciting game that combines skill, luck, and reading your opponent's moves. Many people of different skill levels all around the world enjoy playing this version of the classic game of poker. The main goal in Texas Hold'em is to win chips or money that get added to the pot during the game. You can win in 2 ways, either by having the best hand when everyone shows their cards or by tricking other players into giving up their hands with smart betting and bluffing. The game is exciting because you have to read your opponents, predict their moves, and use psychology to make them do what you want. Skilled players use math, probability, and psychology to get an advantage. They know when to bet boldly, when to be careful, and when to bluff convincingly, testing both their thinking skills and emotions. When the first round of the game starts, each player receives 2 cards facing down, known as hole cards. These cards are kept secret until the end of the hand. Next, we have the dealer button, a small token that moves around the table after each hand. This shows who the dealer is for the round. The dealer's position decides the order in which players take their turns during the hand, starting with the player on the dealer's left and going clockwise. This is an important part of how the betting rounds work in the game. There are multiple betting rounds in Texas Hold'em that happen as the community cards are dealt. The first round of betting occurs after the initial hole cards are given to the players, and then more rounds happen after the community cards are shown. During each betting round, players have several options. If no one has bet, they can check, not bet at all, but stay in the round, bet, place chips into the pot, raise, increase the bet, or fold, discard their hand and forfeit the round. Where they sit relative to the dealer affects when they get to act, but we'll cover that in a second. The idea of betting position makes the game more strategic. Players in later positions have an advantage because they can see what others do before they decide. They can use this information to figure out how strong their hand is and make better choices. On the other hand, players in earlier positions have to rely on their own judgment without knowing what others will do, which can be harder. Knowing how the dealer button works is crucial. It affects the order of turns and how players should bet during each hand. Being aware of its importance helps players make smart decisions and improves their chances of winning. How players bet is a very important part of the Texas Hold'em strategy. There are 4 main rounds of betting: pre-flop, flop, turn, and river. Before any cards are dealt, the dealer button is placed to show who will deal the cards. The 2 players to the left of the dealer have to make compulsory bets called blinds. The first player to the left of the dealer makes the small blind, and the player to their left makes the big blind. The small blind is usually half the size of the big blind. These bets, blindly, initiate the pot and create an incentive for players to join the game. After the blinds are made, each player gets 2 cards face down that only they can see. There is a pre-flop round of betting, where players choose to either call the big blind, raise the big blind, or fold. After this, 3 community cards are placed face up on the table. These cards are called the flop. The flop gives players more information about their hand and how it might match with the community cards. After the flop, there's more betting. And then the turn card is dealt. It's the 4th community card shown on the table. Now, each player has 6 cards to choose from, 2 hole cards and 4 community cards, to make their best hand. Another round of betting happens, so players can think about how strong their hand is compared to the community cards. The last community card is called the river. It's the 5th and final card shown on the table. Now, players have 7 cards to choose from, 2 hole cards and 5 community cards, to make the best 5-card hand. There's one final round of betting, where once more players decide whether to bet, raise, call, or fold based on their hand strength and what they think their opponents have. By grasping how the betting works in these 4 rounds, players can make wiser choices and increase their odds of winning. During each betting round in Texas Hold'em, players take turns to act in a clockwise direction, starting from the player on the left of the big blind. This ensures that everyone gets a fair chance to make their move, making the game fair and strategic. Going clockwise also lets players see what others do before deciding what to do themselves, which can be very important in making good betting choices. These betting rounds make Texas Hold'em exciting and filled with crucial moments where players have to make important decisions. Figuring out the strength of their own private cards and the community cards, while also reading opponents' actions, adds to the thrill of the game. Every bet and move can change the outcome, making each hand a test of skill, intuition, and smart risk-taking. The showdown. If there are still several players left after the last round of betting, there is what's known as a showdown. During the showdown, players show their hidden hole cards, and the best hand is decided. The goal is to make the strongest combination of 5 cards using your 2 hole cards and the 5 community cards on the table. The player with the highest ranked hand wins the pot, which is all the chips or money bet during the game. According to the unified rules of poker, the hand rankings from highest to lowest are royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, flush, straight, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, 1 pair, and high card. Sometimes, 2 or more players have equally strong hands. When this happens, they split the pot, sharing it equally among themselves. This makes the game more fun and exciting, knowing that even in a tie, players still get a fair share of the winnings. After the showdown, the game gets ready for the next hand by moving the dealer button 1 position to the left. This way, each player gets a chance to be the dealer. The positions of the small blind and big blind also change. The player who was in the small blind becomes the dealer. The big blind becomes small blind. And the player to the left of the old big blind becomes the new big blind. Then, the dealer shuffles the deck and gives each player 2 new hole cards face down. The next round of betting starts with the player to the left of the new big blind. This cycle of dealing cards, moving the dealer button, and adjusting the blinds happens again and again during the game. It makes sure that everyone gets an equal chance and keeps the game exciting and fair. And there you have it, fellow poker aficionados. We hope you enjoyed delving into the fundamentals of Texas Hold'em with us today. Whether you're a recreational player or aiming to become a seasoned pro, mastering the basics is the first step on your poker journey. Remember, practice, practice, practice. The more you play, the deeper your comprehension of strategy, betting patterns, and the ability to read hands will become. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow poker enthusiasts. Also, let us know in the comments what other poker topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. We're here to help you become the best player you can be. Thanks for joining us on this exciting poker journey. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming poker tips, tricks, and strategies. Until next time, keep playing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep having fun. And of course, may the cards be in your favor. This has been Eat Sleep Gamble. Goodbye.